Well, hello again, and thank you for joining me on another video where I start at Fazeley Junction, having just filled up here and spent the night here before I head off up to and onto the Trent and Mersey Canal. But it's just nice to have a look round and appreciate the Victorian beauty of this footbridge. As I look around over there at Watling Street and onto the canal itself, looking back is often looking forward, and I'm really looking forward to getting back up to and onto the Trent and Mersey Canal. And it's been absolutely fantastic up here on the Coventry Canal, but it is time to move on. And while my time on the Coventry Canal is only a footnote to the great history that is the Coventry Canal, I take a moment to appreciate the history of the Coventry Canal, which was authorised by an Act of Parliament in 1768 to connect the Coventry to the Grand Trunk Canal, which is now called the Trent and Mersey. And the Coventry Canal connects to the Trent and Mersey Canal by way of Fradley Junction, which is where I'm headed today. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video where I head up to and go onto the Trent and Mersey Canal. Now, will I go left or will I go right? Not quite decided yet, but it's a fair bet that I probably will head back towards Sawley and maybe onto the River Saw and maybe up onto the Leicester Arm. Not quite sure or even convinced that's exactly what I'm going to be doing yet, but one thing is inevitable and one thing is for sure: the year grows shorter, and as we head into autumn, inevitably winter will come, and that decision time will have to be made on exactly where I will be mooring up, whether that will be out on the cut, constantly cruising, or off the cut, maybe, just maybe, in a marina. Thanks very much for watching. Please enjoy. Here I am, heading off as I journey up to Fradley Junction on that very same Trent and Mersey Canal. Building these canals was quite a serious business. The Birmingham and Fazeley Canal faced serious opposition from the Birmingham Canal Company, but this was eventually overcome and the route was authorised in 1784. It was designed to provide a much shorter route to London, as all goods from Birmingham to London had previously had to pass down the River Severn before crossing southern England. However, the canal would have been useless unless the Coventry Canal link north of Hatherton was completed, and so the company negotiated with several other canals to ensure it would be part of a much bigger network once it was completed. This would include the Oxford Canal, who agreed to extend their line southwards to reach Oxford and the River Thames, while completion of the Coventry Canal link at Fradley was to be completed in 3 stages. The Coventry Canal Company would build the route to Fazeley, which included the 11 Hatherton locks at the Hatherton Flight and 2 more at Glasgow, where the marina is. The Birmingham and Fazeley Canal would build the next section from Fazeley to Whittington Brook near Litchfield, some 5.5 miles to the north. And the Trent and Mersey Canal would complete the route by building southwards from Fradley Junction to meet up at Whittington Brook. This section was also 5.5 miles long, 8.9 kilometres. The Birmingham and Fazeley Canal was completed in 1789 under the direction of John Smeaton, and the whole network was operational in the following year. As a result of the junction and the traffic that passed through it, the Coventry Canal was profitable and brought the section from Fradley to Whittington from the Trent and Mersey Company, but the Birmingham and Fazeley, which soon became part of the Birmingham Canal Navigation, retained ownership of their section. As a result, the bridges north of Fazeley carry nameplates in the BCN style rather than numbers. Very interesting. And just look at this working boat. It's as long as it is tall, it seems. But my, So a great deal of history here as I head up to Fradley Junction, and a lot to reflect on as I move ever closer there. Well, I really am looking forward to it. Well, thanks again for putting up with me on another video and watching the video this far. If I've earned it, it would be great if you subscribe to the channel. Apparently 40% of people that watch the videos haven't yet subscribed. If I've earned it, that's fine. But in the absence of that, if you would at least like this video or hit the bell for future notifications as my videos come out, that really would help the channel grow. And of course, sharing my videos would do me a great service also. Thank you. And it's interesting to point out as well, while I gently chug along, the historical value of these canals is just staggering. Not just the Coventry Canal, but many others too. The Trent and Mersey, where I'm going up to now, is probably one of the longest and oldest canals on the system. And maybe, just maybe, I don't fully appreciate that. But as I live and as I grow on the canals, as I have these last 8-9 years that I've been aboard, I truly do appreciate the canals even more and would love to know much more about them. Earlier in the video I mentioned Whittington Brook. Little did I know that there is actually a massive restoration project going on here, and the junction which I'm about to arrive at just here is actually the original junction onto the Litchfield Canal, which is, as I've mentioned, under an historic restoration program, of which I will cover in another video. And this is never very nice to see. When there's no love there, this is what can happen to somebody's boat. And I'm sure that it was a lovely boat at some time in its life. Maybe it can be resurfaced and used again. I certainly would like to think so. Anyway, the weather is still superfluous. We've had rain, okay, we get wind, but we've had some really nice summer days. And although 2023 hasn't been the best, I draw my attention to recent experiences and wonder, is it such a good idea to end up on a marina again? As beautiful and as luxurious as some of the facilities are, and as nice as some of the people there are too, it begs the question, will I? We'll have to see. I'm heading up to the T&M, as I've said, the Trent and Mersey, and if nothing else, I am looking forward to that. But you know what I love about the canals? Just take a look at this. This is how amazingly quirky some of the vessels on the canals are. I mean, just look at that. That is just so busy. There is so much going on with that boat. And as I head down now towards the junction, it gets a little bit busier on the towpath as boats, as you can imagine, moor up. And as I head under the railway bridge here, near Litchfield, again on the Coventry Canal, I now pass yet another marina, and this time very close to a main motorway that heads into what we call Derby on the Staffordshire-Derbyshire border. And look at this, and as appealing as this looks, and how beautiful some of the vessels are here, maybe, just maybe, it's a little bit too noisy for my tastes. But that doesn't detract that it has everything. Chandlery shop, a main route into the city, Derby, Litchfield, Birmingham. It's got a slipway. What can I say? Repairs, blacking, it has everything here, but this place just isn't for me. But onward and upward. Let's take it a little bit further and see where we end up. And really, who wouldn't want to moor here? I mean, just look at it, it's aesthetically pleasing. The boats are nice and clean. You'd moor here in a heartbeat if it were not for the din of traffic. Well, it's anybody's guess, but I think you're going to answer this in the negative. Do you want a moor near a main road, in particular the A38? Nah. Kind of takes away the whole idea of living on a boat. So at Street Hay Marina, and you can see there on the A38, I'm on tick over because I'm going by moored boats, but if I was going at my normal cruising speed, I'd be currently travelling faster than the traffic that's heading towards Derby right now. Roadworks. Even the cop car's going dead slow. I'm actually currently on tick over and I'm now going faster. You wouldn't want to tackle that in the dead of night with all that noise in the background. Could fall in. Interesting choice of back cover. Monoflex. Interesting. Road. Canal. Railway. But you can't see it. It's there. Now going faster than the traffic. It just sounds horrible. Wow, that was noisy. But if that's the sort of thing you like and expect to see at a marina like that, then that's fine. You might find it geographically convenient for you. It could be geographically convenient for me, but not on this occasion. And what will I miss of the Coventry Canal? Well, obviously I'll miss a lot of the great people that I've met, but I will be staying in touch with most of them. And of my favourite canal, the Ashby Canal, obviously I will be visiting that in time to come. I have a lot of unfinished business there, and I do love the whole idea of the restoration project now that the HS2 in that section has been paused. And with that being said, and now being aware that there's work going on the Litchfield Canal, I might turn my attention there as I get ever closer here to Fradley Junction. Wow. Might sound a little bit strange to those of you that are not familiar with the life, but I'm really anxious about getting there. Well, that's it. I'm here. I've just spent the last 3 years on the Ashby de la Zouch Canal and the Coventry Canal, respectfully. And as I head to the junction here at Fradley, along the main mooring point at the junction with the swing bridge, I breathe a sigh of relief because I am finally here. And if you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you did this with your favourite narrowboating channel, I'm sure that they would appreciate it just as much as your favourite YouTube channel. And if you were to leave me a like, that would be absolutely fantastic. A share would be even better. And if I've earned it, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell for notifications of future videos as I drop them here on YouTube. Well, thanks very much again for your support. I'll see you next week, and as ever, do take care.
Thanks very much.
No problem, sir.